Hey, I'm Aaron with Seattle Piano Company, and we just got this Steinway Model S. This is from 1940. We sent it to a partner that we work with called International Piano Restoration, and they restore pianos. So they do a lot of refinishing, restringing, that sort of thing. I think a large majority of the work that they do are on Steinway pianos, and some of the people that work there, some of the main workers, foremen, things like that, they got their training at the Baldwin factory, and then when Baldwin ceased making pianos here in the US, a lot of those guys went over to IPR. So the work that we've gotten from them has always been amazing, but it's always, you know, pianos turn out kind of on a case-by-case basis. They're always nice, but we're always really excited to kind of take the pads off, set it up, and kind of see what we got back. But one really cool thing about the work that they do over at IPR is it's just it's extensive. I mean, it's they do a lot of detail work, but one of the details that I really enjoy from IPR is some of the finer stuff that you don't really see very often. For instance, if we come and look at this assembly here, this is called the trap work. And so, you know, this piano is from 1940. You know, this is an old piano, and things that wear out in a piano, the wood, you know, always kind of keeps its integrity for the most part. But like these rawhide buttons right here, which keep the pedals from squeaking when the pedals are actuating, this stuff gets replaced. The same thing for where these two pieces meet. Brand new leather put in there. The bushings, the cloth bushings that they put in here are brand new. They repaint all this stuff, and then even stuff like this. I mean, the whole bottom side of the piano got refinished. Same with the ribs here. There's a lot of really great refinishers that I've worked with. There's a lot of really great restorations I've seen done throughout the years, but a lot of times, you know, like this might get addressed, but this doesn't get painted, or vice versa. So just seeing stuff like this, even like this rod getting painted right here, I mean, it's like the little subtle details that really kind of separate like a mediocre restoration from a really nice restoration. So I can already tell, kind of looking at it from just the bottom, that this is going to be a really nice piece. So we're going to get it set up and see what we got back. Yeah, okay. Ooh, rolls nice. Rolls never happens.
It's tiny. Weighs less than the truck.
Straighten it up just a bit. All right, looks good for now. All right, cool. So we'll open it up and see what we got back. So this is a satin finish. Some people will refer to this as a matte finish, but there's a bit of a difference between satin and matte. The satin finish is actually, it's hand rubbed, come on down, with an abrasive, and it actually puts a grain into the finish. So it's kind of like a scratched finish. So if you like kind of bring the camera in and you kind of like look at the reflection of the light off the finish, you can see that there's like a grain, there's like a direction that the scratches are going, and they're in a very fine pattern. So you have to be really, really straight while you're doing the satin rub on there, because if you don't, it's super noticeable. All right, so there it is. Take the music desk out and see how the stringing looks. So when we are commissioning this restoration, we get the option of what materials to use. So we requested the high-end German-made tuning pins. They're made by a company called Klug. The base wire is made by an American company called Mapes, and then they use a German plain wire up here called Roslau. And so when we sent this piano in, it wasn't in terrible shape. It needed stuff, you know. I mean, it needed a good overhaul. You know, being from 1940, I mean, things wear out, as you can imagine. But what we got back was obviously a brand new finish. So the case is beautiful. We got like all this brass got polished and replated. So you can see all this stuff is super shiny. You got all the tarnish out of there. Brand new tuning pins. This piece here that we call the plate, this big gold piece in here, that got repainted. The lettering got detailed and painted as well. They replated or replaced all the hardware in here. So these nice accents, these perimeter bolts, are all either brand new or plated. I'm not sure what they did on this one. They look brand new. So that stuff got replaced. They go over and do some bridge work to make sure that there's no cracks in the bridges. They replace the bridge pins in here as well. They replate the duplex on here. Let's see what else. They refinished the soundboard, which is this big piece of wood that sits underneath the strings. That's refinished. They also replaced the felts in the damper assembly here. So what the dampers do essentially is when you hit a key, the damper goes up, and when the damper goes up, it allows the key to resonate, and then when you put the key down, when you let the key go back at rest, then it cuts off that tone. But over the years, the felt in those dampers will get hard. It'll kind of lose its integrity, so you'll have notes resonate longer than they should. So after the damper is down, it's still kind of like buzzing or ringing out a little bit. With this brand new damper assembly, the note is going to silence right when you let go of the key, which is the way it's supposed to be. So yeah, this is a properly restored piano. As we zoom out, you can see that there's no keys in it. So we send this out. They do a beautiful job going over all the stuff that we were just talking about, but the action work and the keyboard restoration is stuff that I like to do in-house. There's a lot of different ways to do it, these guys do beautiful work and refinishing and restringing and doing all that restoration work. I know what I get back from them is perfect every time, but I am really particular about the action work that we do here. So this piano is going to get brand new German parts from the Whippens, the hammer shanks, the hammers themselves, all brand new German parts. It's going to play beautifully. We're going to restore the keyboard as well, and yeah, so I'm going to order the parts today. Hopefully this thing will be ready for sale in about 8 weeks or so. If you have any questions about this piano or anything else in our store, give me a call at 206-556-5712 or visit our website at seattlepianoco.com. All right, thanks for watching.